Hello, this is a short video that will introduce Power BI and specifically the Myfleet Dashboard. Power BI is a Microsoft Office 365 application that is used to create visualizations of information and data so that you can quickly see information without having to create complicated formulas or queries. And in addition, it can be automatically updated. For example, Myfleet is automatically updated every night. Now I'm here in Power BI online. You can access this from your landing pages of Myfleet or from various links that may have been shared with you. And here I'm in specifically the Myfleet dashboard. This dashboard comprises 5 pages, including a home page. That's where we're at right now. The information by mission, information by asset, fleet information, and use versus cost by asset. So you can see your list of pages here on the left. You can navigate by clicking these tabs, but you also have some buttons within the dashboard for easier navigation. Both do the same thing. So let's start by information by mission. Each page of the report has a similar layout, and that is that we have the title of the page at the top. In the middle, we've got various visuals, graphics, maps, totals. And on the left-hand side, we have filters. These filters define what we're looking at. So right now, I'm seeing all this information for the dates between January 1st, 2019 and December 31st, 2021. It looks like I'm looking at the country of Mexico. This can be changed. For example, I can have all countries, or I can select another country. I can select the project that I want, and I can select the categories that I want to see. So for example, if I leave this untouched, I'm seeing everything for all countries, meaning that right now the totals I'm seeing is the total with all the countries added together and all the projects added together for all the categories between 2019 and 2021. If I want more specific information, again, I can select the country I want. I can even select a project within that country, and I can decide if I want to see just, for example, if I only want to see vehicle, I can select vehicle. Now, let's go to the next page. So again, I can either use this arrow here, or I can navigate with the tabs on the side. It does the same thing. And now here I am in information by asset. I've got various visuals here as well that again are in the middle of the page, and on the left-hand side, my filters. So here I see that I'm looking from January 2019 to April 16th, 2021. I can adjust this. For example, select again Mexico, and let's say I only want to see February 2019. I can select February 2019, and I can select on the calendar, but I can also simply type it if that's easier. They both do the same. And now from February 1st to February 28th, 2019, notice that all the graphs adjusted, and now I'm looking at the information just for February for Mexico. And I can go further and select a project. There's only one in this case. So the data just didn't change. And that's how I can play around. Now let's see, this graph here might be a little bit difficult to read because it's so small. And this is true for all of the visuals that you have. In the top right, you will have, if you mouse over, a button here called Focus Mode. If you click on that, it will put the graph in full page, which can be easier to read. And note that when you mouse over information, even when you're in the report, it shows some more detailed information so that you can better understand what's being shown. So this is focus mode of one of the visuals. Click back to report to get back to the main page. Next page goes to fleet information. Here I've got information related to the various assets The date range, note that here is the registration date range. So I'm looking at vehicles that were registered between 2016 and 2021. On the other pages, information by assets, it was the date range of the events of when the refueling was done or when a maintenance service was done. Here I'm looking at the registration date of the vehicles. So here I see that between 2016 and 2021, we had 294 vehicles registered. Looking at the whole world, if I select just one country, I can see how many vehicles were registered just for that country between that period. So I see Mexico registered 18 vehicles and 6 generators. And I've got right here a table giving me detailed information about the assets, the date of registration, the ownership status, the serial number, etc. The last page, use versus cost by assets, is a table that allows us to see all of the assets with their latest odometer reading. This allows us to see if a vehicle is getting high on the kilometers, or and also the cost per kilometer or per hour, to give us an idea of where each vehicle is at. Here again, to navigate this, it might be easier to use the filters. I can filter by my country. I can also filter by MSFID on this page. For example, I can select this MSFID to be able to see exactly where it's at. This one only has one entry, but that's how that works. If I select a country, I will only see the assets of that country. And then I can go ahead and select the project to see just the assets of that project. Also, if I'm only interested in a category, again, I can select it on the left-hand side. Now, Power BI can be difficult at first, and it also requires a strong internet connection, and it might be difficult to share this information with other people. So you do have the possibility here to extract data to Excel documents. For example, this table here, if I want to see it in an Excel, I go to the top right. Again, I've got my focus mode here to show in full page, and I've got these 3 dots, which we're going to look at now, where I can click on Export Data. In the pop-up, I click on Export again, and it will download an Excel document that I can then open up to see the information from Power BI, but in an Excel. So here I've got all the assets, and the same table as what we have in Power BI, but in an Excel. Note that it will export whatever I have filters applied. So if I only selected Mexico, when I download the Excel, it will only show Mexico. You can extract the data to Excel with any visual, not just a table. For example, if I go back to information by asset, where I have this graph, if this seems more useful to me in an Excel, I can click Export Data here. Notice that I have Mexico and Guerrero selected, so it should only export data from Mexico and Guerrero. The average consumption over time. And here I've got the information that's in that graph, but put in Excel form. So what it is simply the date, the average consumption, and the MSFID. One other useful feature of Power BI for those of you who don't have very good internet connections is the subscribe option. This might be interesting if you want to get a regular report sent to your email inbox. You can click on subscribe, add new subscription, you'll have your name here automatically. Put what subject, this will be the subject of the email. So you can put Myfleet subscription or whatever you want to put. Put a message if you want. Choose which page you want. You can only do one page at a time. You can add another subscription if you want 2 pages. And then you decide the frequency. When do you want to receive it? Every day, every week, every month? For example, you can do weekly, and here you would select which days you want to receive it. For example, maybe I want to receive it on Wednesday. I can even choose what time I want to receive it and at what date. Save and close, and your email notification will be set up. What this does is that it sends you an email with an image in the email and an attachment so that you can share this more easily, open it without having to go to the browser, and it will send it with the latest information, whatever the information is at that point. Keep in mind that this would be an image, and therefore it would not be interactive, which means that you won't be able to play around and change the country or select different dates. But it can be helpful for certain, if you want, for presentations, etc. You also have an export option up here. This export option allows you to export the whole report to PowerPoint or PDF. Analyzing Excel in this case wouldn't work because this only works per visual. So if the whole dashboard had only one graph, this would work. But here, this is not going to be useful to you. If you want it in Excel, you have to do it graph by graph. But here I've got the PowerPoint or the PDF option. I particularly like the PowerPoint. If you do the PowerPoint option, you will get a PowerPoint where each slide is one of the pages. Again, these would be images. They wouldn't be interactive. But this can be helpful if you have difficulties connecting, or you want to share it with somebody who doesn't have access to the report. You want to send a PPT by email, or if you're doing a presentation during a meeting and Power BI is slow, you could open up the PowerPoint and share that. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you for watching.